Alright, here we go. Let's do this. My story. Okay, so start with some challenges, some aspirations, some crossroads, and how I've gotten to where I am today. Let's see if I can pull up this thing real quick. Alright. So, right now my challenge is really keeping my eyes on the end goal, believing that every human, including myself, has the potential to change the world in a positive way. I know it's easy to slip back and let the critic really get to you, saying, oh, I'm not good enough to make a difference. I'm not good enough to make something that's truly great. And so the biggest challenge is finding what I can do that will make that kind of impact while doing something that I love and letting me live the lifestyle that I want to live. I've heard if you love what you do, it's no longer considered work, but more of a calling. So finding what that calling will be is where I am right now. And there's so many different paths to take and places to go and things to do. I find it really hard. Like, how can you determine one or two or even several things to pursue? I don't just like Mr. Tomlinson said in the video. You just start including these things that you love in your life, a little bit here, a little bit there, and they'll culminate and just kind of speak to you. And so that's what I'm going to work on the next upcoming year. Because really, my aspiration in life is to start something that teaches men how to fish. Teaches people, not men. Teaches people how to fish. I mean, I want to help people live the lifestyle they want to live, and in the process, live the lifestyle that I want to live. So I know I can make a difference and make a lot of money doing it. And everybody wants to make a lot of money. Because whatever they do, just so they can go travel and experience things. So I think that people can't grow unless they experience things. And right now, I'm just facing a minor crossroad. I got involved with a solar company with a great friend of mine with the expectation that a lot of our friends were joining us this month. And what happened was that a new solar company got in touch with a leader spearheading the group of all our other friends, and basically gave them a bunch of equity to come to that company. So now I have to decide between Complete and Vision and which company is better for me, even though Complete has already invested in us. They have better technology. They have more qualified leaders, and Vision's a startup with no technology. It's just a bunch of our friends. And so for me, I've only got a couple of months to produce, so I have to determine where I can make the most money. But my last crossroad was in last February when I was deciding to pursue a job or decide to go to Acton or not to continue my education. I did not think that I could get the type of job I wanted, and I didn't have my finances in order, so I didn't have long to decide, and I knew I loved everything about Acton. What really got me over the edge was the Life of Meaning course, and so I decided to find a way to have a temporary deal to make money. And luckily I found a startup with an old DSM from Southwestern that let me come on and work for them for a few months, and turns out, I drove to Austin on a whim, hoping that I would get into Acton. Thank God I did. And now I'm out in California in renewable energy selling solar arrays for residential homes. So it's been a great opportunity. Made the right decision. And these things matter. I mean, challenges matter because they really test our beliefs and why do we believe what we believe, and why are we doing what we're doing, and really test our purpose. Aspirations. Without aspirations, we don't want to grow. We don't have any desires to succeed. We don't want to better ourselves. So without aspirations, we're just kind of bump on the logs. We're not really contributing anything to society. And crossroads just test how we make decisions and what's important to us. Why do we believe? Why we believe to make one decision or another? What's a pro? What's a con? And why do we think those are pros and cons in the first place? So it's pretty sweet. I mean, right now, one decision leads to another decision that, closes out other options, and one option's available because of one decision you made that wouldn't have been there if you would have chosen a previous, wouldn't have chosen a previous path. I believe we all get to the same places regardless of small decisions, and we can make one A and B and still get to C, but large decisions lead to different futures. It's like the solar decision between companies doesn't make a big difference because I'm only going to be in it for a few months, but the decision to go to Acton and take a year and a half instead of getting a job and go to Acton, it is a big decision. Cause how do you decide whether a decision is big or small? To me, it's how much time does it affect? Because time is really the only thing we truly possess and that we can't get back. And so that's, how much life force are we going to apply to it and contribute to it? So that's what these things matter. And what got me here is my parents, grandparents, in Southwestern. I think at a young age, my grandpa taught me that people that have a lot of money are not better than people that do not have a lot of money. You find terrible people with a lot of money. You find terrible people that are broke. What he said, all that matters is that you're kind, patient, generous, you work hard, and that you're honest, and you'll have a good life. Because what Southwestern taught me was that rejection's okay. It taught me to fail forward and grow from my rejection, from my failure. Because I was not good at sales. I was not the most confident individual, and it taught me that that's okay to fail. I hated failing. I hated raising my hand in class, just because I thought if I got the wrong answer, people would think I was stupid. And that followed me all the way through college. And that's something that really, I think, held me back a little bit on learning and contributing. So that's something that I'm really working on changing. And through trial and error, we can figure out anything. Rejection, understanding rejection is okay. And so it definitely helped me to get where I am today. And I hope for the future is that we quit destroying the earth like we're doing now so future generations can enjoy it. They can still look at blue skies and green trees and nice blue oceans. It looks like diamonds strewed across a blue plain, Incubus. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to be involved in green energy companies. I'm involved in progressive companies that make a positive change. I believe that in order to make the change, you have to be the change the world wants to see. So if I'm not involved working directly for those companies, I'll be working with them, doing consulting or investing in the companies to get them off the ground that I believe will make a difference. So that's what I'm committing my time to doing, and there are plenty of industries that people can get into to see a positive change. So that's the deal. That's me. That's my story. Rejection, confidence, sales, people. That's my deal. That's what's up.